Welcome, Libra. It's time to decide whether you're in or you're out. This is a different situation for you this week. Welcome to Channel the Future Tarot. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Libra. Take what resonates, toss the universe, what does not. As you can see, we smudged, cleared the energy. We're going to use a singing bowl, Libra, and then we will jump right in. Take a deep breath. And exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. Peace, love, health, and wealth, Libra. This is going to be a love reading. I think we're checking out what's incoming energies for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of Libra for love for April 2025. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I feel like in some ways love is tipping the scales here for you. It's like... And like while I was meditating, there was a huge energy. I kept hearing, if you're going to be a flight risk, make sure your passport's ready. So, for whether that's love or whatever energy, take that how that applies for you. But a little bit of cold feet coming in for some of you. We got commitment right out the gate there, Libra. This is definitely what I was saying. It's time to decide, are you in or out? You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your being. Absolutely, Libra. And I feel like you want love. Whoa, that one flew. Did you see that? Flew right across over here. That was insane. Responsibility. You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. This is absolutely that time where you are expressing, understanding your responsibilities in love, where you want to place your connections and your energy. We also got creativity for you coming out here. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. This is a great time for creativity as this is I feel like collectively we're all learning how to embrace skills and things that we generally didn't realize, even ways of expression we didn't have. As I say, that expression's on the bottom of the deck. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. You're really sort of evolving, transforming the way you look at love, how you look at love, how you look at relationships, how relationships have sort of impacted you in a wholehearted way, good, bad, indifferent. We all have, those relationships we fondly look back on with, good memories and the lessons that they taught us. And we also have those ones that leave us with a sick feeling in our stomach because it was just nothing but horrendous. That is sort of what I feel like you're doing. And it's causing you right now to really weigh whether you're in or out in a situation. So make sure you're really getting, this person's sort of energy. You're making decisions based on this connection, not one of the past. And as I said that, learn came flying out for you. Let love show you how to learn from each other. In all connections, you're going to learn some good, some bad things from your partner. And it's great to be able to learn and be open to that. Labyrinth. Even when you feel lost, there's always a way through the labyrinth, Libra. Like I said, tipping scales, if the flight risk, I said, like that for some of you. Why do they keep hitting the floor? We have 3 cards that hit the floor there for you. Signs, watch out for signs leading you to true love. Oh, 4 cards out there, holy. And we have remarkable. Notice everything remarkable about your relationship. Honor your loved one, and you will notice your relationship becoming stronger. And look at that, soul. Your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust this process. This is all beautiful indication right there. Signs, remarkable, honors. This is good time for you to be open to whatever connection is, or if you're in one, to be open and receptive to this relationship and what it is bringing into you, into the to the table, to your soul, essentially, that's coming in for Libra. In it, for this connection, I feel like it is felt quite different from anything that you've experienced in the past. And that's kind of, either good, bad, causing some triggered emotions there, making a little bit of worries, anxiety come in. You're feeling like you don't want to be blindsided and make same mistakes. I get that, but I don't feel like there's a lot of negative energy within that dynamic. Coming in for Libra and love. All right, we got getting to know each other. Yes, you are. This is, like I said, a real time of learning, growing, and learning each other, right? It's come out twice, so this is the time where you're doing that. This is that creative-ish stage, and letting go of those control issues is going to be prevalent. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. This can be hard in some ways for, you know, any sign to do, any person. To sometimes let go of the way you want things to unfold, right? You have to be open and receptive to that not everyone's going to be going about this the same way as you, right? So, and as a sign of balance, you know, you really have to sort of let go of what is out of your control and sort of let what be is what's going to be, right? It's coming in for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Libra for love. So we'll take out some tarot and then we'll clarify with another deck. Coming in for Libra. Look, there's the 10 of Wands and that 5 of Cups. You are, yes, you've dropped the burdens and maybe walked away from a past relationship, but again, it's lingering here. I feel like there's a sense of something is lingering, baggage is lingering, and causing someone here to be reluctant in going forward. There was a sense of voice, you know, you didn't get heard in the past, and that caused some, you know, emotional turbulence. You've been balancing your emotions for a long time. Yep, the 9 of Pentacles, it's within reach, Libra, just within reach. That is coming out in reverse. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That is saying exactly that. What this harvest, this prosperity is within reach. If you get out of your mind, I feel like there's the Death and the Rebirth card. There's Scorpio energy coming out for you. You've got to transform and then sort of rebirth this, you know, way of being. Let that baggage die and transform this energy. Let it just go. It served its purpose, and it's no longer serving you to hold yourself victim or, you know, stagnant. Move forward towards this beautiful energy that I think is coming in towards, you know, whatever you're looking for. We have that Ace of Wands coming out in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're not following your intuition. There's a sense of being stuck. Not sort of, you know, you're out of ground. You're sort of, as much as you want to see this rebirth, you're really holding, there's a part of you holding on to the past. It could be somebody from that person from the past is sort of, you know, messaging or coming back and to sort of ship out every now and then. That can make it tremendously hard for you to let go. This Knight of Wands in reverse, again, is a sense of losing, you know, it's sucking your joy away from you in a sense. That is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it is sucking your joy. You're in the sense of almost being too afraid to move, right? Too afraid to see what it is. The opportunity's right there. The only upright card so far is the Death and Transformation card. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You've lost connection with your roots, your value of what's important here, Libra, and that's creating a lot of conflict on the bottom of the deck with that 5 of Wands. It's creating a lot of, you know, heavy energies, tit for tat energy, and that's causing this, you know, to be uprooted and you know, possibly not going anywhere. Maybe even some fighting in this dynamic that you're in now, because it's starting to come quite to be that, you know, there's stuff from the past that's lingering, causing some issues. Can you clarify that 9 of Pentacles in reverse for Libra, please? Clarifying the 9 of Pentacles in reverse for Libra. Yeah, we got that 5 of Pentacles. Again, this is a poverty mindset, a lack of not seeing it through, like not getting the worth, you know, the worth from it. Is very much a poverty mindset, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Can we clarify the Death and Rebirth card for Libra? Clarify that Death card. We will break this down in a second. I just want to get this all out so you can see what's kind of going on here. We got the 3 of Cups. So 3's a crowd in that sense. For me, I feel like it is in reverse, but that could be, you know, with that rebirth, you're not willing there's a sense of disappointment in what you thought was maybe a union for some of you. Can I clarify the Ace of Wands for Libra? The Eight of Swords in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's definitely restriction, right? You can see that in the card again. Clarifying that Knight of Wands for Libra in reverse. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It is upright, so you know you're getting control. You're mastering sort of the beast within here. You're mastering a lot. You know, she's got that bear that sort of lays sleepily laying down beside her. She's mastering power around sort of wealth and money. You could be working on doing that. It could be a powerful energy within your dynamic as well. Ace of Pentacles, please. Clarify that Ace of Pentacles. The World card, completion coming here through this. It is, this cycle is a turbulent one. The Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, as well as that Nine of Wands. It is turbulent. It is heavy energy without a doubt, but you are kind of rising through it, but it is going to feel a little bit like it's been going on or is going on for some time. There's a need to evaluate your relationship, you know, with material success here as well. A sense of being a workaholic, realizing money alone is never going to be enough, right? And that could be why this is causing some issues, but you're working too hard, not seeing enough in return. You need to examine feelings of self-worth and lack in this energy between you and your partner. You know, examine feelings of self-worth and look at how it's balancing in and out. You are a sign of balance. So if there's a lot of energy expending out, not in, where it is not working out, the energy rewards have to always equal your energy expenditure, right? So if you sense that imbalance, that is where you're going to need that amends to be made. The harmony is going to, you know, is what you're seeking here. And I feel like that's essentially why you're sort of you're realizing that no matter what you put into this dynamic, you're not going to get that that harmony or that reciprocation, right? This is, you know, learning and growth that arise from a challenge, right? The Five of Pentacles. But in reverse, it comes as a warning, guiding you sort of to foresee any potential crisis, trials, tribulations, you know, nipping them in the butt, right? Before they escalate into a more serious issue, right? I feel like taking note of your internal world, Libra, noticing how, you know, your inner energy and landscape impacts, creates, and contributes to your external outcomes. This is, again, all about that balance, like I said. So there's a wisdom and strength in knowing when to let go of something. Loss necessarily isn't bad. And that is sometimes we are conditioned to believe, right? And so we hold on and we stick it out when we know. And I think this is energy. You're sort of understanding that this loss may not be necessarily the worst thing in the world if you're walking away, but this is cycles of transformation and change that's happening here, endings, new beliefs. You are on the cusp of a massive change, Libra, and it's time to sort of mourn one phase while, you know, sort of celebrating the birth of another at the same time. This energy of transmutation and rebirth, it is a sort of metamorphosis, right? And it's going to allow you to expand and move closer to your own, you know, purpose here. But if it's a relationship, like I said, if this is what's ending here, it isn't, you know, it's coming to an inevitable end, right? Deep breath if it does scare you, but this change is needed. It urges you to release what's already losing energy, right? Focus on the things that are already gaining momentum and, you know, welcome the possibility of what is gone, right? And what's new. And look towards what could be possible on the horizon, right? Because underneath the morbid, exterior, the Death card heralds something really positive, right? Allow yourself to let go of the past, Libra, so that you can welcome these new beginnings, these new transformational changes that are coming in. It is time to let go of the literal pain of the past here. If you're stifling out some of your soul's desire here with this Three of Cups, it concerns me because there's a gentle encouragement here to sort of acknowledge what your core essence is trying to express. If you're feeling, you know, uplifted and fulfilled, right, this will happen. Again, you need that supporting, community. If you're going through some sort of social isolation. Maybe you've been consumed in your work. You've let go of this energy completely. You don't know who to trust in this dynamic. There's a definite energy. It may have been needed initially, but I feel like this is rekindling your friendships. Get back out there again. You know, on the flip side, you've been, you know, getting some, you know, much needed rest, but this could highlight some instability, unhappiness, or tension within your relationship. Again, past experience are, you know, they're requiring some important conversations and establishment of boundaries and values here, because I feel like there's something that was missed in this connection of original conversation that's causing a heated moment. It heated time for you because you guys are not on the same page here. This Ace of Wands in reverse is, you know, I feel like right now you've been showing some new information about something here. You're compelled to do something about it. You know, it probably is good, and even though, you know, an ace, it can only predict the inception of something new, it's also suggesting that everything behind it is being supported. So there is, you know, unfocused energy resulting here. It's a time to, you know, boost faith in what you've, you know, feel so stagnant and lost in. This is a sense of moving past the stagnance. You don't have to live in this sense of pain and you know, this Eight of Swords kind of depicts it beautifully in reverse, because it's letting go of the skeletons in your closet. They are in the past, right? It's time to heal with the belief that they define or hold something over you, right? You're no longer that person. So you can take the sort of the beauty, the lessons from them, and begin to see these experiences and opportunities as a gift, right? And a lesson, right? You can feel your desires calling you forward. You can start to see new pathways that are leading you there, Libra. This is you are no longer stopped by, you know, the challenge or perceived difficulty. You are sort of ready to embrace the fact that, okay, you're not defined by your mistakes. They're not, you know, life sentences. We all have that ability to move on, and we all make mistakes. Don't let anybody tell you different. And somebody's holding something over you for some time, right? This is causing a lot of unfocused energy. Self-sabotage. There's fiery emotions with that Knight of Wands in reverse, but this is counsels right now against any sort of recklessness. Don't be impulsive. Any heated outbursts, try to nip those in the bud if you can. You don't want all that pent-up creative energy to spontaneously make you combust, because I feel like that's what could happen. Libra, fan the flames here and leave some energy for the long haul is my advice there, because making, you know, your passions work for you is better, while sort of whooshing, you know, yourself towards success. Don't let this person, place, or thing come in and just destroy everything that you worked for going forward. Okay, it's not worth that energy. You own yourself. This is what this is about. This Queen of sort of Pentacles is owning your home and finding a home within yourself. You've reached a point where you are at home within yourself and your life, and you're looking at the life that you have consciously created and the people within it, and which you put your energy towards, and you realize that it's a true expression of grounded abundance and prosperity, right? What you put out, you get back in. So this is an energy where you're going to start to see people, you know, a strong energies, even mother figures in your life, but you are on the way to reaching substantial financial, you know, independence, right? Somebody, if this is a mother figure in your life, has a tendency to always care about what you're going through, always making sure you're okay, and reaching out to you on a religious basis. She's always making sure that, you know, you're doing well, and sort of worries about you. So if that's the message for some of you, reach out to your mother and thank them today for that. Ace of Pentacles here in reverse. That need to create strong foundations here and to support your dreams is inevitably important for you. You're looking for a freshly rooted beginning. By figuring out, you know, your soil conditions, like I said, you're watering, you know, the seeds that you're planted, right? You're going to start to see that your determination, dedication, your abundance will harvest, right? This is successful outcomes coming in, soul satisfying well-being. This is a wonderful message. It has good things to come, and it suggests that this hurt and pain cycle that you've been stuck in is coming to an end. With this World card, it suggests that even more, because this is completion, one cycle, the beginning of another, right? It's a beautiful energy. This is an achievement and fulfillment of letting that go. it's come full cycle, and now you can sort of move on, right? You're feeling a sense of contentment. It does, you know, you may not see the entire path forward, but it is a sense of moving through it. This is a clarity. Don't miss this clarifying knowing that you're going to happen, that is happening. You're sort of embarking on this very soul satisfying energy of embracing the world anew again. So let's be receptive to that as much as you want, and sort of, it is time to decide, are you in or are you out of this? And then I feel like, again, if you're going to be a flight risk, make sure you got your passports ready. Until next time, namaste.